In case you've been living in a cave, under a rock, whatever, since beginning of September, the Ghoulsaw components, that is the blade and the chassis, the engine and the grip, were all behind the Plague Star event at 3,500 standing, 4,000 standing, 3,500 credits each. This is not the case anymore. Plague Star is now over, which means the Ghoulsaw no longer has a home for its parts. Or does it? Go to your clan, assuming you have it built, fast travel, and the Bash Lab. I completely agree with everybody that it's not there. What? No, what? Ureli's there. Okay. What the? Plague Star has come and gone. Yes, okay. It's time to give the Ghoulsaw a new home. Yes, okay. Oh, the plan is as following. So lesson learned. Always read this first. The Ghoulsaw components will be available for research and replication in the Bash Lab. But that is after they actually do this, because it is something that has to come to all platforms at the same time. So in the meantime, there is absolutely nothing happening, but they are going to be in there. I'm looking forward to seeing what it takes to build these things, but this basically means there is no need to panic about the fact that this event has come to an end. It was, I worked it out, from February 2020 till September 2021 is closer to 19 months than it is 12. It was a while before it eventually came back. But it came back, it brought the Ghoulsaw, it was... I'm going to try and be nice. Not as good as it is now, and they buffed it so it is much better. Because it was kind of a disappointing weapon when it came out, but it is now better. This release is going to happen in a future update on all platforms. The reason it has to happen on all platforms is because the event ran on all platforms at the same time. But I completely agree with a lot of people who are turning around and saying in here that why the Bash Lab? It should be in the Grenier Lab. Completely agree. Their thinking behind it comes down to it's rideable. I saw a comment that says it's in here because it's rideable. And yes, that is coming from somebody who didn't read that forum post until it was too late. Because the link I used to take me there was somebody saying it's because it is a rideable weapon. This one made sense. Plus, it also kind of makes sense because there's nothing else in here. There is the Ureli components, and that is it. The blueprint for Ureli, of course, being behind the event, the quest for her. That's the only way to get the blueprint, with her parts in here, which once you've done that quest, you can get a second blueprint by going and seeing Samaras, because Samaras holds on to the quest-related items to build another one to feed over to Helminth. I nearly forgot his name there. That was going to be annoying. But it does make sense that it's going to be here. It's just a bit of a shame that they didn't time this better. So once it ended, they had just kind of put an update out, and all it needed to do was move the components from there to here. But it will come in a future update. So the website says. It will release in a future update on all platforms. No idea when this is going to happen. No idea at all, because let's be honest, the next update is basically going to be the 6th. Hopefully they don't wait a week for this, because it means if you didn't get it from the Plague Star event, there is other ways to get it. And there's the components there, and that square with arrows on it in the... When you look at the credits, go over your eyes straight over to the right. That is because all of the components for the Ghoulsaw are, in fact, tradable. But if you are super desperate for it, it is in the marketplace, which I still think was a weird thing to do with what is basically an event-style weapon, to then also add it to the marketplace twice. The Ghoulsaw blueprint and the blueprint for everything else are. The components aren't. If you build the grip, you cannot trade the grip. It's only the blueprint that is tradable. Or it should be only the blueprint that's tradable. I'm not willing to build one of these to find out, because want this just in case I stupidly do something with the Ghoulsaw, and until it's added in a different way, I'm kind of tempted on selling it myself. And to be fair, stupidly cheap. Not going to, but I'm going to watch this and see how much people are actually selling these things for, just to do a little bit of research. Most of the time I'm seeing sets between 50 to 100 platinum, which is roughly where I expected it to be, but then I saw a few people just being straight up ridiculous, wanting 500. Then again, I could have watched that a little bit more. I did ask to buy one, and nobody responded whatsoever, so I had to sit and research that just a little bit longer than I would have liked to. So trading is an option. You can always sell other Prime stuff to be able to get that, sell things to get the platinum to buy things, or trade them for something they want for it. How you go around that, completely up to you, or you can wait until it's added to the Bash Lab. The latest I think they are going to do that is going to be the 6th, because the next update should be the one that brings all the neighbourhood stuff, and hopefully it's in there or sooner. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be in that update, because it is Friday after all. And with that, I think we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.